Imagine waking up 40,000 years ago. There are no cities, no walls, no locked doors, nothing separating you from the wilderness. The only thing standing between you and the darkness is a small campfire, and it's slowly dying. Beyond its fading light, wolves move silently through the trees. A cave lion waits for the perfect moment to strike. Hyenas can smell weakness from incredible distances. By every law of evolution, you should be the easiest target in the forest. You have no claws to defend yourself, no sharp teeth to fight back, no thick fur to survive freezing nights, and you can't outrun anything surrounding you. Every expert looking at your body alone would predict the same outcome. Humans should have gone extinct long before they ever built civilizations, but that never happened. Instead, something far more extraordinary unfolded. Ancient humans became the one species that refused to accept their place in nature. They didn't become the fastest hunters. They didn't become the strongest animals. They became something evolution had never encountered before. A species capable of changing the rules instead of following them. Every animal on Earth occupies a niche. Eagles dominate the skies because their bodies are built for flight. Sharks rule the oceans because millions of years perfected them underwater. Wolves hunt in packs because cooperation increases their success. Every creature survives by becoming exceptionally good at one thing. Humans, however, seemed terrible at almost everything. Compared to chimpanzees, we were weaker. Compared to deer, we were slower. Compared to bears, we were fragile. Even our senses were unimpressive. Eagles could see farther. Wolves could smell better. Owls could hear sounds we would never notice. If evolution rewarded physical perfection alone, humans would have disappeared without a trace. Yet our ancestors possessed one ability that completely changed the story. While every other animal evolved through biology, humans evolved through ideas. Every mistake became a lesson. Every success became knowledge. And that knowledge could be shared. When one hunter discovered a better way to sharpen a stone, the entire tribe benefited. When someone learned which plants were poisonous, future generations avoided deadly mistakes without having to learn them the hard way. Evolution normally needs thousands of years to solve problems. Humans sometimes solve them within a single lifetime. That difference became our greatest weapon. Instead of waiting for stronger teeth, we made sharper spears. Instead of growing thicker fur, we wore animal skins. Instead of evolving better claws, we created tools that cut through bone. Every invention removed another biological weakness. Slowly, humans stopped adapting to nature. Nature began adapting to humans. Here is something most people never consider. A single stone tool found in Kenya dates back 3.3 million years. That means our ancestors were already solving problems with their hands long before modern humans even existed. The drive to create wasn't something we developed. It was something we were born with, but tools alone were not enough. The real turning point came when humans began hunting together in ways no other species had ever attempted. A single human chasing a mammoth is a tragedy waiting to happen. A coordinated group of humans hunting a mammoth is something else entirely. Researchers studying ancient kill sites have found evidence of sophisticated ambush strategies. Groups would drive large animals toward cliffs or into swamps, where size became a disadvantage rather than an advantage. A mammoth weighing several tons moving through deep mud loses every advantage its body provides. Suddenly, the largest animal on the landscape becomes vulnerable. And humans figured this out not through instinct, but through planning, through communication, through the ability to imagine a future moment that hadn't happened yet and prepare for it in advance. No other predator on Earth does this. A lion reacts to what is in front of it. A human plans for what hasn't happened yet. That single difference changed everything. Imagine you're a predator seeing these strange primates for the first time. Yesterday they fled into the trees. Today they're carrying long wooden spears. Tomorrow they're hunting in groups larger than any pack you've encountered. Every meeting is different. Sometimes they run, sometimes they throw rocks from a distance with surprising accuracy. Sometimes they make loud noises that attract dozens of others within minutes. No other prey behaves like this. For predators, unpredictability is dangerous. Every hunt is a calculation. Is the reward worth the risk? A lion doesn't attack because it's fearless. It attacks because it believes it can win without serious injury. A broken tooth can prevent it from killing prey. A damaged leg can mean starvation. In the wild, even the strongest predator lives one mistake away from death. Humans quickly became one of the worst possible risks. We didn't need to defeat every predator. We only needed to convince them that attacking us wasn't worth the gamble. Over thousands of years, that lesson became impossible to ignore. Modern studies show that many large predators actively avoid areas where humans are present. Some even abandon food after hearing nothing more than recorded human voices. That reaction wasn't created overnight. It was shaped by countless generations of encounters where approaching humans ended badly. Our ancestors rarely stood alone. They defended each other. They communicated danger across long distances. They remembered where predators hunted and changed their behavior accordingly. Knowledge accumulated generation after generation until humans no longer looked like ordinary prey. There is a detail about early human communication that most people find surprising. Researchers believe that language itself may have evolved partly as a survival tool against predators. The ability to say something is behind that tree and it's moving toward us gave a group of humans an almost supernatural advantage. Other animals communicate danger through calls and signals, but human language could describe the specific nature of a threat, its location, its direction of movement, and the best strategy to respond. A warning cry tells you danger is near. Human language tells you exactly what the danger is, where it came from, and what to do about it. That level of detail changes survival calculations completely. But intelligence alone wasn't enough to transform the world. There was one discovery that completely changed the balance between humans and every predator alive. It wasn't a weapon. It wasn't a trap. It was something far more powerful. It was fire. Fire didn't simply keep ancient humans warm. It changed the meaning of a night itself. For millions of years, darkness belonged to predators. As the sun disappeared, lions, wolves, and big cats gained every advantage. Their eyes adapted to the dark. Their hearing became sharper. Their movements became almost impossible to detect. Humans, on the other hand, became vulnerable. We could barely see beyond a few meters. Every strange sound could be the last thing we ever heard. Night should have been our greatest weakness. Instead, it became one of our greatest strengths. The moment humans learned to control fire, they created something nature had never seen before. A safe place in the middle of the wilderness. A small circle of light that pushed back the darkness. and forced predators to rethink every approach. Flames were unpredictable. They produced heat, smoke, crackling sounds. They moved in ways no animal could understand. Long before humans mastered fire, wildfires had already taught animals one simple lesson: stay away. Our ancestors transformed that ancient instinct into one of history's most powerful survival tools. And here's the part that almost nobody talks about. Researchers believe that fire did something even more remarkable than protect us from predators. It gave us extra hours. Before fire, humans slept when darkness came because there was nothing else to do. After fire, the night became productive. Those extra hours every single day compounded across thousands of generations into an enormous advantage that no other species could match. But the fire itself wasn't the greatest advantage. The real advantage was what happened around it. While predators waited for sunrise or searched for easier prey, humans stayed awake. They repaired broken tools, planned future hunts, shared stories, taught children everything they had learned. Every night became another opportunity to improve. Other animals relied almost entirely on instinct. Humans relied on memory. Every generation started where the previous one had finished. Knowledge no longer disappeared when one person died. It spread through the group, becoming stronger with every passing year. This is what truly separated humans from every other species. We didn't just survive, we accumulated experience faster than nature could respond. There's something profound about what fire did to human thinking that goes beyond simple survival. Anthropologists believe that the campfire created the first classroom, the first theater, the first place where stories could be told, remembered, and passed forward. A child sitting beside a fire, listening to an elder describe a hunt from 20 years ago, was receiving information that no other species could transmit. Not just what happened, but why it happened, what it meant, and what to do differently next time. This is called cumulative culture, and it is uniquely human. Every other species essentially starts from zero with each generation. Humans start from wherever the previous generation finished. Compound that advantage across 10,000 generations, and the result is civilization itself. Soon, our influence reached far beyond the campfire. As humans expanded into new territories, ecosystems began changing around them. Large predators shifted their hunting routes to avoid human camps. Herds altered migration patterns. Even scavengers changed behavior because people left behind tools, bones, and fire. Humans weren't simply another predator entering the food chain, they were reshaping the entire system. The evidence of this reshaping is written into the fossil record in ways that are difficult to ignore. Roughly 50,000 years ago, as modern humans began spreading across the globe, something strange started happening. Massive animals began disappearing. In Australia, giant wombats the size of hippopotamuses vanished. Enormous flightless birds taller than modern humans disappeared. In the Americas, mammoths, giant ground sloths, and saber-toothed cats all went extinct within a few thousand years of human arrival. Scientists debate exactly how much responsibility humans bear for these extinctions. Climate change played a role, but the timing is striking. Species that had survived multiple ice ages, dramatic temperature swings, and millions of years of environmental change disappeared shortly after humans arrived. The most unpredictable predator in history had entered the system, and the system was never the same again. Of course, attacks still happen. A starving lion, an injured tiger, an old predator unable to catch normal prey. These might occasionally turn to humans. History remembers these animals because they were so unusual. The famous man-eaters became legends precisely because they broke the rule. Under normal conditions, attacking humans was simply too risky. We stood upright, making ourselves appear larger. We carried weapons that extended the reach of our arms. We hunted in groups, defended one another, and behaved in ways no predator could predict. Nature rewards efficiency, not bravery. If a wolf can chase a frightened deer instead of confronting armed humans, it will choose the deer. Almost every time. That's why humanity didn't become dominant by overpowering every animal. We became dominant because we made ourselves the most unpredictable creature on the planet, while evolution gave other species sharper claws or stronger jaws. It gave us curiosity, cooperation, and imagination. There is one final thing worth considering. Every species that has ever lived on this planet was shaped by forces outside its control. The environment changed, prey disappeared, competitors arrived, and species adapted or they vanished. Humans were the first species to reverse that equation. We didn't adapt to the world, we adapted the world to us. We didn't wait for evolution to solve our problems, we solved them ourselves. And we did it so effectively, so completely, that today there is almost no ecosystem on Earth that doesn't carry our fingerprints. Forests grow differently because of us. Oceans are emptier because of us. The atmosphere itself has changed because of us. We are the first species in 4 billion years of life on this planet to become a geological force. That is either the most inspiring thing you have ever heard, or the most terrifying. Perhaps it is both. Thousands of years have passed since our ancestors gathered around those ancient fires, yet the world still carries the marks of that transformation. Forests grow differently because of us. Animals migrate differently because of us. Predators behave differently because of us. Ancient humans bowed to no one, not because they were stronger than nature, but because they became the first species capable of changing nature itself. And perhaps that is the greatest evolutionary advantage any creature has ever possessed. The question that remains is simple. Now that we have that power, what will we do with it?